Hey, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button.
Hey yo Coop, my name is Kevin Counts, coming at you live and direct to announce that for Bug October this year, the California boy he decided to bounce. Bro, it ain't my fault, it's too hard to pronounce. I'll do it next year, like a cat I will pounce. I'll put my cockles in it, gotta give it every ounce of my Bud Got. I'll rock, Bud Got your socks. Rouge your mother clucker, you can go kick rocks. I never cluck and do what you want me to do. I dance around like a chicken dude. I dance around like a chicken dude. And all your mother cluckers should be dancing too. On the Coop Cruise piece, that's what I'm gonna do. Like a ship, I be making waves, what you gonna do? If you see me on the Lido, I'll be rocking with you. But if you can't find me, I'll be hanging out with the crew. When I dance around like a chicken dude. Yeah, but got mother clucker shit show in the house.
And I'm muted. How y'all doing? Hope everyone's doing well this evening. You know, it's go time. Just think of daggone freaking go time. We got 5 days. So, you know, is Larry frozen or is he there? No, he's not.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm just perusing the chat.
Oh, okay. I mean, for heaven's sakes alive, 3 years ago or 2 years ago, whenever it was, is upon us. Faster than you can say the backside of a yak.
Lickety split.
We're here. We're here, and there's no turning back.
Yeah, you guys are committed now.
We're at Larry's mom's house right now. We're listening. Yeah, listen. I've reached the point in the planning and stuff. I mean, I'm still busy working on the final touches of this stupid app. I won't go into it, but tomorrow will be. I am not lickety splitting the backside of a yak, Tess. Tomorrow I will be making a decision. Whether or not, oh, I see Kevin Counts is here. I wonder if he saw his video. But I see people, or whether or not I'm going to, if the app's going to be viable or not. I think it will be. I think it's just a couple little security settings that I got to change. I need to get on the horn with Mr. Anthony Plack and get his fingers all over this thing, because I'm having issues, but I think I know what I can do to fix just the one thing. It's all working in terms of the pages in the app and everything. The problem is, for the regular users, information is not getting sent because of security settings that I don't understand, but I will figure out. But the hard part's done, so that's that. I'll make a decision. Because I made these cool little coins that everybody's going to get in their swag bag that has a NFC chip in it that you just hold it up to your phone. It takes you straight to the app. And if you can't figure that out, it's got a QR code on it that takes you straight to the app. And if you can't figure that out, then ask one of the Coop ambassadors for the website. And that'll take you straight to the app. But if it doesn't work out, then I'll have to reprogram the NFC chips to do something else, like a nude picture of John Heald or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. What do you think, Larry? A nude pic of John Heald as a link when you hold it up to your phone?
Well,
No.
there's got to be a better idea than that.
No, that's definitely
Well,
a
I'm
terrible
open
idea.
for ideas if it doesn't work out, but I have all the faith in the world that it will. What didn't work out, my friends, is last night I bought a bottle of 2-part epoxy because the event hosts are getting pins that are keychains, right? Not keychains, bottle openers, right? So they're magnetized on one side, and the magnets that they came with aren't really strong enough. So, I gave it the Tim Taylor upgrade and got some better magnets. And then I thought, well, hell, if you're going to use it as a bottle opener, right? Probably not very functional on the cruise, I guess, but, because they'll open it for you. But, if you take the bottle opener off, the magnet falls in your hat, right? So I got the brilliant idea to epoxy posts to the magnets so you could actually stick them into your hat, and then it'd be right there, boop, and you just pull it off, put it on, pull it off, pull it on. Well, the epoxy didn't work. I don't know why. I guess it must have had, I don't know. It didn't work. It was 5-minute epoxy, and it's been 36 hours, and I can still smoosh them around on the magnets. So I'll try to figure that out. Or, you'll just have a bottle opener in your pocket for your event plus a pin. So there you go.
You sure didn't confuse epoxy with like Nova saliva somewhere in a jar? Because
I'm sure it was $9.99 on Amazon.
There you go. That's a problem.
It was well, I mean, it's just a little tube, and you squirt it out and you mix it up and you put it on there. It worked for some of the things, like
It's not like wood glue or something, is it?
no,
It's not made for PVC.
no. It
right,
said
check.
metal, stone, all kinds of stuff. But I ended up making a pin out of those worry stones that, or protection stones that Miss Kelly Madison sent us on Bromania. Mm-hmm. And squirt that sticky stuff all over, says nautical nurse Nancy. Okay. Kevin Counts, you just hit the nail right on the head. Not only will we be squirting sticky stuff all over the place, but like I said last week, if you booked this cruise not expecting what you see on a weekly basis here, it's on you. It ain't on me, right? So it ain't on Larry, and it certainly isn't on Arnold. But I think Dana can take some of the blame just because,
Probably.
But I don't know if anyone noticed my groovy shirt. The Coop Cruise shirt. With
I did see that.
With the bagok on the back.
Yes.
That's private stock, as they would say.
It's not publicly available.
Well, it's for sale, but I didn't post the link. I just got here, and the first thing I hear is squirting sticky stuff. Everything is as it should be. And how fortuitous that Bowling Alley Billy, who I created a profile for in the Coop Cruise app today, comes at this moment, because I was just going to show my new hat that showed up in the mail the other day. My special Contrarian Society hat, who York happens to be president of. So anyway, I digress. So yeah, will things go smoothly? I don't know. Once I get on board, I ain't gonna give a flying cluck. I think the Doobie Brothers said it best when they said, "Whatever you want from me, whatever will be, will be.
I thought I was going to be taking it to the streets.
The future is ours to see." I don't even know if that's the Doobie Brothers. I just made that up. But the song was a good song. So
It was a good song.
whatever happens, happens. Whatever doesn't, doesn't. And that's that.
That's the way all vacations go. It's like, come on, you gotta. You go on a golf trip and it rains, you find something else to do. You know, it's like you go to Disney World and it's cold. You just got to roll with the punches.
Oh, stop it, Tess. Just stop it. You're not rolling with the punches and you're going with the flow. You're trying to get me to change times because you're thinking about what time we're eating lunch still. Don't even try it, Tess. We all know you will stop planning once you're out of the Uber at the port, which hopefully we don't have as bad of a go as Larry Thomas did this morning.
Right.
But
That looked nasty.
I know Tess will start going with the flow once she knows that she has begun her boarding process ahead of anyone else that may have come early. But I digress. I'm kidding, but not really, but seriously. Yeah, so that's what I say too. Yeah, that's exactly right, Tess, and that was my thoughts when I saw your message. It doesn't have to be a set in stone time. It can be fluid. We'll be all together, so you could say, hey, let's do the jammer at, once you guys get done, filling up with food, and that'll be that. I'll put it in the schedule as such, but I'm just saying, I guarantee by the time I board the ship, about 78% of what I was hoping to get done. Hello, Mr. Tommy. Got to get down there to try that tripletta. Maybe Arnold after our round of golf might have to swing up there and grab a tripletta sandwich.
Yeah, definitely can do that.
But I'll probably get about 78% of what I really hoped to accomplish done by the time we board the ship. But once I board the ship, as long as I remember to bring a belt, I think I'll be good to go. So the last thing I'll say about any of that is that I know some of you reached out to me today with questions. Interestingly enough, the three people were the same people who sometimes do a Zoom call together. It's probably a coincidence, but I was so stinking busy messing with this app that, and then we had some stuff going on here, so I didn't have time to get to those questions, and I've become a realist on trying to make things perfect, because, if they are, then you all probably would never do another one, because this is not what you're expecting if you book the Coop Cruise. And speaking of which, we do have something special planned as an announcement on that cruise that might intrigue some of you and might piss the living crap off of you, especially Sharon at sea. But You'd stay tuned for that. It's a group cruise like never before. Dare I say,
You're breaking
nothing.
down barriers.
I am not saying anything. I was going to say something, but I don't want to spoil the fun. So,
Keep the suspense.
and we still haven't made a decision quite yet, but we will. We will. I think we have. We just haven't all publicly or, formally agreed. But I know which one I like, and that's, excuse me.
That was good.
What was that? What the hell?
That was the spaghetti I horfled down about 3 minutes before
I
we
wasn't
started.
sure what end that came out of.
Yeah, well, listen, man.
That was bad.
Neither's John.
I tell you guys, I've had a very good time planning what I could. Planning is not a word that I'm wanting to use here. I've had a very good time with all the stuff leading up to this. Creatively, those kind of graphic things that I was doing with the pins, that brings me a lot of joy. I do enjoy doing that, and I learned so much in the process, and I'm happy about that. And I think a lot of my perfectionism might have kept me from doing other things that I wasn't very good. I was good at doing what I knew would be hard, because I knew I could get it out of the way, and then everything else would be easier after that, and that's kind of where we are. Like a week ago, I decided I just stopped with the pins. I could have done more. I could have done the 70s formal night pin. I will, but it won't be available for this cruise. And I could have done a Battle Nips pin, which I should have, and a couple other ones. But it is what it is. I had to stop with the pins so I could start. You guys have no idea the volume of pins I have in this house right now. Because for each event, there's 20 pins, plus there's the bottle openers, plus there's the I'm trying to get cute and make pins out of magnets, like little magnets and stuff. It's but like I said, every minute of it was absolutely fun.
So how many suitcases you bringing, John?
The same as always, but
7. Okay.
To be honest, I am mailing a huge package. That's right, I said it. Speaking of slinging sticky stuff all around, I'm sending a huge package your way to the Airbnb in the morning. That will help eliminate some of the weight. Because when I tell you how many pins, don't get flustered, buddy. Yeah, I know, Kevin. As soon as I get on board, it'll be fine. Tess loves a huge package, though. Well, good. Maybe you can take delivery, if you know what I'm saying. But I'm going to have 2 large suitcases, like the regular, the checked bags, and I'm going to have one carry-on and my ginormous camera bag. Now, that being said, my camera equipment has been reduced by about 60%. But what happens is, even though I have less cameras, then I'm like, I might need this. I might need that. I might need this too. And then I still fill it up. But that says she can take it.
Unbelievably, I have to bring 2 suitcases, a carry-on, and a backpack.
Oh, he's one suitcase.
It's the weight. I'm not bringing stuff that is so... Didn't realize it would be this heavy, but it is.
The Campas are carry-on only. They are freaking...
Wow.
They are
wow.
Champs. It is unreal how they...
Carry-on only?
Yeah, they are amazing.
What do they drive airport? Like, what
packing.
the hell?
They are...
Doodle says I don't need any of it.
They do great. I can give out 1 suitcase easy, but not for all this extra stuff I'm bringing now. So it is what it is. I'll be coming home light, I'll tell you that.
Let me show you
Getting
something.
this stuff down there is a challenge.
Ah!
Oh boy, what's he doing now?
Do we lose you?
No, he's going to get something. I don't know what he's going to show us. Something.
Well, I got good stuff for everybody, but I thought of the same thing. I thought I could ship the stuff down there, but the shipping cost would be outrageous because the stuff's really heavy.
Yeah. I don't know how much.
So I was just like, I'll just bring a
What the hell's going on around here?
Yeah.
Put all the stuff in there and then hope to give out as much as I possibly can at the embassy suites the night before, so I don't have to lug that stuff onto the ship and then try to deliver it to everybody's room. But I do have everybody's room, what you booked the cruise under with your room number. So if you can't make it to the embassy suite.
Oh, there's only 3 or 4 of them. There's like 5 of them that can't. So
yeah, I mean, who's not going to make it to the embassy suites? I mean, goodness, who would miss that?
There's 5 of them that are really.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm
what
just saying, if you
kind of a person would miss the pre-cruise meetup?
Somebody whose flight gets delayed and they don't come in till late.
Okay, that's a logistical problem. But like, if you're there, like, there's no excuse, right? I mean,
like we said, you got to roll with the punches. Things happen. Somebody hits a storm in their city and they're not able to come into the day of the cruise. Who knows what? But I will have that list just in case at the embassy suites when we give them out. We'll check you off and make sure everybody gets their stuff. But
what the heck was that?
I'm pretty excited about the stuff that I got to give everybody.
Yeah, and you have bags, right, Larry?
I sure do.
Okay,
and
good.
They are pretty big. Melissa actually saw them. She's like, "Why'd you get them so big?" And it's like, better too big than not big enough, right?
Well, that's
I've heard before.
I will. I can neither confirm or deny.
Well, I've been told it many times. So anyway, yes, they have good sized bags. I'm gonna say they're like 12 by 14.
All right. Ask Mike what type of person, Arnold. So I don't know. I wasn't able to get on Facebook today later on, but I don't know if anybody saw my post with these little necklaces, but they're bigger than I had hoped. Like, it's kind of like a Flavor Flav thing at this point, but they do match the shirt. And there is also earrings, 2 pairs of earrings that are appropriately sized, small, that we will be giving away at the pre-cruise meetup, as well as something cool for the dudes, if, you know, they're into something cool, like possibly a watch. So, just saying.
Wait, the craze don't land till midnight, so that's their excuse. So no, Tess, that doesn't count. They don't count.
No. He's saying we don't land till midnight, but I'm down to start drinking them.
Right. But what I'm saying is that's why they're not going to make the pre-cruise meetup. So
well, it might still be going on.
Like if you're, if you're actually there when the pre-cruise meetup is going on and you're not like in flight or in a delay or, you know, your plane flipped over on the runway or whatever happened. Like, if you're actually there and don't go to the meetup, I mean, that's just diabolical, really.
Diabolical is a good word for it, but, you know, then again, the contrarian in me says, hey, good on you, mate. The other thing I was going to show you is
I'm just giving you guys crap.
This thing right here, I will be getting another one. This is the greatest thing. It's so funny, too, because on Amazon, they sell this. And it's advertised as a 6-hat bag. I'm here to tell you, I was able to get like 12 in here for my trip to Raleigh, and there was plenty of room to spare. So this thing is awesome because I can really pack them in good in my carry-on or my hat bag. The problem is they get messed up, you know, bouncing around, and this kind of protects them a little bit. But anyway, these are the coolest thing ever, and I'm definitely bringing 1, possibly 2 of these bad boys with me. Greatest invention ever. They open up, and you can stick them to a magnet, hang them on the wall just like that. I mean, come on. Jimmy wants to know what the over/under is.
Jamie.
Yeah.
And my answer is, I don't think they're going to miss the cruise, but I wonder how many people will miss the boarding time.
Well, if you
those ones that have the 10:30 or 11s, they might be like little slow getting going in the morning.
Or they might have to pick up a camera lens or something. Who knows?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How many hats am I bringing?
I learned
a lot.
You're calling me the morning of a cruise. I just don't answer.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kidding, Pam, but I'm not going to do that.
And, yeah. It was really no big deal. It was pretty much on the way.
It's apropos, though.
I love that great big box.
Well, yeah, I know, and it was great. You were walking on board with it. I love it. The whole thing, it just screams ship show. But it's apropos that Jamie wants to know the over/under, only because in that video where he's like, "What are you doing here?" The one that I showed in the intro from the last time I cruised on the horizon. About 6 hours after that moment, and if you had asked me if I thought Jimmy was going to make it to the port in the morning, I would have told you not a chance. But in all honesty, he was up there. He was down when I was going to get in my Uber. So
nice.
He was ready to go.
He's resilient. I mean, he's used to that. Like this. Yeah. That's a normal thing for him. He bounces back quickly.
Well, he did, and he was ready, and he was a perfect host, and
he's no amateur.
We had a great time on that cruise, and I'm excited to get back on that style of ship. I'm excited to not be overwhelmed. I'm not a fan. I'm dead serious. I'm not a fan of the Oasis class ships. They might have been appropriate for this size of cruise, I suppose, but I do like, and I told this to the guy I was golfing with, doing my makeup round for this morning. I said, it's hard to explain to someone like you who doesn't cruise and stuff, but yeah, am I stressed about some things leading up to this? Of course. Definitely don't want to disappoint anybody, but I'm realistic enough to know that I've been on enough of these that we take care of ourselves. So, you know what I mean? It's all going to be fine. But I said, I know one thing for sure. Once I get on board the ship, I'm truly with family that I'm safe with. You know what I'm saying? Like, a very large majority of the people on this ship I've met before, or had some sort of relationship, whether it be online or whatever. I'm totally comfortable. I'm totally safe, and I'm with my family on this. And when it comes down to it, I keep thinking about it. Like, I did a podcast with Tony Barnett a few years back about building cruise community, and Tommy's talked about it as well on his podcast with me. And there truly will never be, no video I've ever done would make me more proud of the amount of connections that we've been a part of. And this cruise right here coming up is a testament to that, which I never in a million years would have expected. Yes, you're a distant sister, like the sister that you didn't grow up with, but you met years later. I don't know. I can't say that. I don't know how to describe it. You know what you are? You're the little brother to a 14-year-old girl. Because you know how he's always getting on her nerves and poking? That's
who are you talking about?
Tess. Tess. Oh. She said, am I if we're all family, am I like a distant cousin or a sister or an aunt?
The sister you don't understand but love, yes.
Yeah, but I don't picture you like having cat litter in your Jell-O mold or anything like that. So I can't say you're my aunt. But I see Vonna V's here. I thought she was here earlier because there was a name called Call Me V.
Yeah, that's what I thought that was too. I wonder who that was then.
Yeah. I'm late because I got wrapped up in packing. That seems like, that's no pun intended, I assume? Get it? Okay. Your nail person doesn't know how ship show crew parties. Imagine Coop Soup with Mickey, says Robin Allison. Pam has a plan. Hair tomorrow, nails on Tuesday, laundry on Wednesday, and chauffeur chauffeur on Thursday. When is the pedicure video coming out? I could do one, but I feel like I'll be honest with you, Brubaker. When I decided to bring the oscillating tool into the mix with the diamond cut tile grinder, that made such quick work of the job. I could do it for effect, but I mean, if you felt my feet right now, you would think they were baby Eliana's if you had a blindfold on. That's all I'm saying.
It's just an image I don't need in my head, man.
I need carbide. Listen, I'm just saying I had no idea how effective that tool was going to be, because the Dremel, if you're not careful and you get it at too high of an RPM, you get it between a toe, it can go for a ride and you got yourself a big red burn mark in between your toes that looks worse than, you know. They'll need to supply pointy butter at the table. Everybody loves pointy butter. I mean, let's just be honest, right? You like pointy butter, right, Larry?
No. No.
You like your butter?
And I will say this.
Dull?
You were talking about the ship, and I don't ever regret about it, but I always said if I went on this class of ship again, I would get a Havana room. And then when this came around, I thought about it, and it's like, you can't have this many people and then have a Havana room and you spend all your time on the Havana deck. But that Havana area on this class of ship is perfect. And you can get an inside room for about the same cost as a balcony, and that Havana area is your balcony. And it's like you look down and it's like it's never crowded. It's never busy. So one day I will go on this class of ship, though, and I'll get a Havana room.
Yeah, I was asked by several people about that, if I got a Havana, and I guess I never think about it, but I wish I had, quite honestly, thought about it, because I would have kind of enjoyed that whole part of it. But then again, I'm going to be, with a ton of mofos anyway, so it's, But I've been thinking about stuff here, and I'm not, you guys can chime in, what you think, but, there's some things here that on paper seem great, right? Like Coop Soup, right? It's the greatest thing ever, and we're doing it. I don't care, come hell or high water. But logistically, with the number of people we have, I'm not exactly sure how it's going to go, and quite frankly, whatever.
It's going to go how it's going to go. Yeah, it's going to go how it's going to go.
We could be in the pool instead. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It'll be the most crowded the pool be, and we'll know if somebody peed when they empty the pool in the evening on the way to the MDR. We see the big nets over there. But, the slop pool gives me a little agita only because that's a lot of people, and I know the staff doesn't like that big gaggle in there, but It's cold soup, right? Like the tomato, or like the cucumber, or the watermelon bisque, or the strawberry bisque.
Don't worry, we get in there enough. Everyone starts peeing. It's gonna warm it up like real fast. It'll be fine.
As soon as I said hi, my phone died. Having a ship show night. Good news, I found my red ship show hat.
By the way, guys,
go ahead.
Throw questions in the chat if you guys have questions about anything specific. So throw questions in the chat for anything you still are not clear on.
If it has something to do specifically with your event and times,
then don't throw it in the chat.
I will
send it directly to John in a private message.
I will ignore it. I promise you. And I get it. I probably could have finalized that for a lot of reasons so that a lot of people could plan other things as well. And, you know, this is my first big one of these. And I was too busy working on creative crap. Listen, it'll be there. You'll have a laminated copy, a freaking copy in the app if it works. And if it doesn't, then that coin will probably take you straight to the agenda as well. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It will be what it will be. The future is ours to see. And that's that. It legitimately looks like Larry, those bushes are like legitimately behind him, the way he's lit. Are we wearing our shirts on embarkation day or at the meet and greet? Absolutely embarkation day.
Yeah.
Embarkation day, 100% or both. That's Eddie Money. That's right. Eddie Money, Doobie Brothers.
As long as I get my luggage, I change for dinner. I'm not going to go to dinner in a t-shirt.
No, neither am I. But embarkation day, like
right, but like at the port.
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm just saying for the meet and greet, which I'm assuming they're saying the meet and greet the first night of the cruise.
No, the meet and greet the night before.
I think she was talking about
meet and greet.
Yeah,
that's the pre-cruise get together. If I wear it that night, there's no way I'm going to wear it in the morning because it'll smell. So no, I will not. I will not wear it at the hotel. I'm wearing it when we get on the ship. But I will say I will have changed by the time dinner comes around.
You know, someone just joined the chat that I feel like is going to probably have FOMO. I'll leave it at that. Besides Jimmy. But
I'm guessing Jose
Lara. I was really looking forward to joining the Lucha Libre wrestling contest that's happening in Bonaire that day with Jose. Because if you're doing that type of wrestling, that there's nobody else that you would want as a partner than Jose. But unfortunately, he couldn't make it. Didn't bother telling me, but I found out through those, other channels.
Randoline, you definitely could wear your shirt to dinner. I may.
That's up to you.
It just depends on the day
unless
goes.
I don't get my luggage, but that's up to you to wear. But I won't.
Because if you know me, you know I'm not a dinner dresser-upper guy. In fact, I'm really not a dresser-upper guy in general. So yeah, it just depends how the day goes. I may wear it still.
Tequila Amy, Jose, you aren't coming. I didn't mean to bring up that can of worms because I'm sure he's just as disappointed as anyone about that. But I'm the opposite. I will be walking along the decks of the ship just singing, I or you deserve to be with somebody as fly as me. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. I'll be pimped out every night. It's not going to be 70s stuff every night, but it's going to be, me. Larry's been on cruise. Larry knows I dress like a complete animal. So, but it makes for good portraits in Carnival Studios, right? Some of our best pictures were taken when I was dressed like an imbecile. Is 70s formal night the first formal night or second? It's neither, Crazy Cat Traveler. It will be the The first night after the first formal night.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know.
I believe that. I believe that's the truth, but I can't look it up right now, but I'm almost positive about that.
Thank you, Nancy Fields. And I'm glad, I'm glad Wicket's good, and I'm glad he's healthy. And I'm also glad you guys ended up going, because you lost your sitter there, I saw for a minute, but managed to recruit another one. So nice job.
Yep.
Finn wants to go. He says he is a great beach dog and he would have a lot of fun. And he needs a drink package, but that's okay. Night.
I think he'd be better served with the bubbles package, but okay. When is the slot pool? It's going to be tail end. Those details will be coming out in the next day or so. I will call Pam back. The timing of her call this evening was just unfortunate. But it'll be towards the tail end of that. It'll probably be earlier in the day. But who's saying goodnight? Oh, Mike Williams. Mike, we will see you soon. And I might have, a special delivery for Mike Williams beyond just the swag bag, because I got roped into the things, and my office, when I mailed out his package, didn't send it. And it was a week and a half later before I found it still sitting there. They put it on my desk as if it was a delivery for me, even though, anyway, Mike may be getting a little bit of extra swag in his bag while Tess is using pros for her toes. You know what I'm saying? Was going to be on the Coop Cruise, and she deleted the message. Okay, Sue, you can do that if you want. But she was, but that's okay. It's all right. Was the final decision. Now, what is this? Listen, y'all, you know how I feel about retracting messages. Knock it off. If you say it, leave it. If you misspell it, type it again. Was the final decision made on the eating competition? I would guess John V. Reilly. Normally I'm good at those kind of things, but I can't make heads or tails of that. So sorry, hope you feel better. Okay, Sue must not have been feeling... Tess, you see that, Arnold? And this is what I'm talking about. She's an absolute bulldog online, but an angel in person. Like, I just make a comment about retracting messages. Of course she does. It's like when your 14-year-old girl and your 9-year-old little brother is just like, messing with you. It's so typical.
So what you guys are saying is you need parent intervention?
I don't know. My thing is, I'm not sure if the eating contest, you know what? It's something that we could do on the fly, I think. John V knows I win. Yes. Nancy Fields has never lost in the history of gambling. She is a winner.
She wins every time she pulls a slot. Every single...
They don't call her the queen of slots for nothing, which I find ironic.
Pro tip, by the way, for anybody that's going to go in the casino, do not sit at a machine that Nancy was just at, because that machine's empty.
Yeah, I would love to see Sue again, but I get it. It's totally fine. I hope you feel better, and yeah, let's everybody give the rooster more agita. Sure. Oh, that is great. Scott, keep doing that. Please just do that every time. They think they're being cute. Could you please do that? Thank you. Thank you, Mr. McNeil. You are the man. I'm excited to smoke some stogies with my boy Scott. And I feel like in a lot of ways, much like you two, though, Scott's demeanor will be like my island, he's like a calming presence for me. I'm excited. He's so laid back, and he's a good dude to just sit around with. So I'm looking forward to that. So
I agree with that.
Do you have diet foods for the eating contest, low calorie? That is probably the silliest question I've ever seen in the history of group cruising.
No, we're
going
gonna
to have a broccoli eating contest.
Ice cube.
I was gonna say, was a salad eating contest?
Yeah, I mean, since when was an eating contest anything to do with? We're going to have a quinoa eating contest, but the thing is, you have to eat 200 quinoa grains with a toothpick. Yeah, we'll go to the salad area over there in the adults only. Well, yeah, good idea, Pam. We'll call it Keep It Keto. Nothing but lettuce and smoked salmon. And by the way, yes, I do, Wendy. Of course, I love it. I gotta say, and I think you all can agree, Brubaker's crystal ball posts have been a very, it's much like when Kevin Counts goes on a cruise and I see his posts and I get excited for his write-up of the day. That's been pretty brilliant with Crystal, the crystal ball. You've seen those, right, Larry?
Yes, I've seen them.
Yeah, they're something.
Pretty accurate. They're pretty accurate.
You never know.
What he says are going to come true. So.
Well, I mean, when we talk about streakers and all that, I hope it's not accurate. Just so you know, I make an effort not to bug you, but you don't notice because that's when I'm not asking you questions or posting. Right, which is never. If you have a salad food challenge, there will be salad shooters. Exactly, Robin Allison. You're absolutely right. I do like these questions. I was going to say we will never win in the casino at the end of the cruise because Nancy Fields takes all the money. Well, I don't know. I feel like I've been there at the end of a cruise when there might be some money left over. So you just keep gambling. Well, yeah, because I don't gamble.
Oh. There you
go. Not as every day, John. Okay, that's true. But today you just restarted the cycle with the eating lunch thing. I can't plan that detailed. I can't sit there and think what time are we eating lunch when I know everyone who's there is there. We're in a tiny resort. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Trevor's got a good point. You said, hopefully there's no streaking, but Trevor is going, and there is a first day of the cruise.
Trevor, he knows
better. If there's not streaking on day one, then we're good.
Yeah, it's day one. That's the
if it's going to happen, it's
good call,
one.
Daniel. You're right. I did gamble on the epoxy, and I lost. Like I do when I really gamble.
Always got to handle him on day one and keep him out of trouble because, day one tends to be a problem.
Well, let's just hope. I'm praying beyond all hope that. Why is it doing this? Stop. Oh, that didn't need to. But yeah, I'm praying beyond all hope that Lolly keeps that in check. I'm actually going to have a talk with her. I'm just kidding, Trevor. But so the reminder is day one is shirt and hat day. Yes. That's what you think. There's two of us. See, I knew Lolly was going to say that. She's a bad influence. I am begging Lolly to keep baby Trev in the crib.
Back. It can't be worse.
It's
actually impossible.
Keep baby Trev in the crib. Make sure he has a bottle at all times of formula because we can't have him icing his subcockles in the cooler at the seafood shack, like he might have done at Publix. I'm just saying. We can't have that. It's like Kevin Brubaker said. The crystal ball saw it. We cannot make John Heald's page in a negative light, which I'm sure some Platinum Paul or whatever we call him that Kevin Brubaker will fart, Diamond Dallas, I don't know, will fart in the elevator. What do we call those guys? Platinum Patty, Pinnacle Paul. We'll have something to say to John Heald about the big rowdy group of chicken bagakers running around the ship dressed like Dirk Diggler. But that I'm okay with, because absolutely, when I designed those shirts, it was trying to make that type of statement. But as long as we don't do it in a negative light, like, somebody kicked over a whole cup full of Carnival drink receipts and they blew over the deck of the ship and ended up landing in a freaking migrating pod of turtles who all went blind because the receipts covered their eyes, and then ended up swimming right into the propellers of the local turtle migratory study club. So that's what I'm hoping.
Speaking of that, I have a question. So I don't have the actual alcohol package. I just have the soda package. If I go to the bar and get a soda, please, for the love of God, tell me that they're not going to hand me a receipt. Does someone answer that? Thank God.
And also, if you go to the bar and ask for a soda, please, for the love of God, bartenders, ask him what he's talking about. And be like, are you talking about pop? And then if he confirms that, then pop you can give him one.
What are you talking about?
No, it is soda.
Pop? What's pop?
Soda. Get the flock out of here with soda.
Brandeley94, I need clarification because she's stressing. I had always thought 70s formal night was during one of the actual formal nights. If not, I need clothes for a third formal night and I'll have to scramble. So.
I'm glad that you. Okay, so sometimes I make the mistake of thinking people see everything, right? Instead of like, because I talked about it quite a few times, but I probably should have made that more clear. We're not doing it on a formal night because that's the type of thing, as I think you can all agree, that does get us in the John Heald page for making a mockery of formal night. I'm all for being a contrarian and, stirring the pot a little bit, but what I don't want to do is interfere with someone else's cruise, and I just feel it's more appropriate for us to do our formal night on our own time in our own way. And to the people who don't like it on a non-formal night, be damned when they're standing there bitching about the 70s attire in their Bermuda shorts and Hawaiian shirt.
Right.
But I have 2 suits and a 70s outfit, so I should be covered. And listen, if that creates a problem logistically for everyone, I apologize. And you could ditch the 70s outfit. I know you won't if you have one. And quite frankly, Kelly doesn't like the dress I got her, and she's dressing like a hippie. But I'll probably have extra gear you can wear if you're a dude for formal night. You can count on that.
Look,
and as a matter of fact, what cruise were we on? Oh, it was when I was with Tony, that first cruise back there with these 2 like big time Instagrammers that didn't know there was such a thing as formal night. And they're like, guys, we didn't know about this. I'm like, follow me, boys. And I took them up to my cabin and hooked them both up with a suit for the evening. They were so grateful.
I can tell you right now, I'm not wearing a suit. 70s night is different, but for the actual formal nights, I have no long pants that I'm packing other than the 70s night pants, and I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to bring a pair of khaki pants for the actual Carnival formal nights. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. I mean, I'm not wearing gym shorts and a wife beater, but khaki
even a
shorts.
second-tier YouTuber knows that exactly.
I'm just saying. We did have another good question, though, and it was actually from my sister. She goes, do I need to bring the good straws? Like, tell me that they're not still using paper straws. If the veggie ones or whatever aren't terrible, but those paper straws are the devil.
The sugar ones I don't like.
Yeah, so.
And by the way, Trevor, I won't stand for that. One of my favorite pictures of all time of you is you standing on the deck outside the sign by O'Shea's on the breakaway in that suit looking fly. You better dress for one of the real formal nights. Come on. Trevor. Come on.
All right, Marianne, I think we got our answer. Bring some straws. You're in charge.
I don't care one way or the other because I just get rid of the straw and chug it. So, you know, I don't place a lot of value in the logistics. And I don't know if Keith, just as I said that, Keith, I'm coming in Thursday to answer your question from earlier. I'm coming in Thursday. Arnold and I are probably going to be doing some stuff at the Airbnb so that we can easily transfer it into Larry's bags. When do you get there, Larry?
Friday at 12:30.
Okay.
Well, that's when we land.
That's perfect because
Friday,
Arnold and I can logistically get it ready to just kind of thump and dump in your bags, and we can that way. Because I'd really, like you said, like to pass out all that stuff. So that we don't, have to have people running around trying to stick it on doors and stuff. The scrolling banner says 12 sleeps. Yeah, I didn't. Listen, if you think I spent any time on tonight's live stream preparing, you'd be mistaken. I actually started preparing when I got off the phone with Arnold at 9:15. So, Dan got the red Solo cups. I saw that. Daniel Fields has graciously offered to share his comps that Dancy get. And, shortly before Cigars Under the Stars, they will be sharing 2 bottles of whiskey for those who might want to fill their cup before they head to the actual Cigars Under the Stars event. And I was thinking, we could probably let Daniel come up and tell people about that at the pre-cruise meetup. So that's out there, so they want you to come by their room and get yourself a little glass of Woodford.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So 3 more for me. Yeah, I'm curious in the comments, I'm sure, Lindy Lou, the beautiful, the amazing Lindy Lou is on a princess cruise as we speak. She's having the time of her life. As a matter of fact, a package came in the mail today, and I forgot that she had told me she had some jewelry coming here, but I thought it was the anniversary present that I ordered for Kelly because we're celebrating our 15th anniversary while we're in Curacao. I thought it was, the anniversary present I got for her, and I pulled it out of the package in front of Kelly, and I'm like, oh, that's your anniversary gift. And so then I went in the other room and I opened it. I'm like, what the is this? I did not order this kind of stuff because it's our 15th anniversary, right? It's crystal. Crystal is the traditional gift. So
look at John using Google.
I Googled it.
I know.
I Googled it. And, the jewelry was nice, but I'm like, I didn't buy this. What's going on? And then I'm like, wait a second. And Lindy Lou, I got Kelly crystal balls. And it's a new technology that they do with lasers, but they were able to replicate. Never mind. I'm gonna leave that alone. I've been getting out of control over here. But just think of crystal rooster balls as an anniversary gift. I thought about she would lose her mind on our 15th anniversary if I was like, hey, babe, happy anniversary, and showed her this necklace. Oh, she'd be so flattered.
Oh gosh.
Do they refract light from Uranus? All crystal does, Kevin. Everyone knows that. TLC travels 3 more work days of work and then we'd fly. So yeah, so in the comments, like, who's leaving before Thursday? I'm curious.
Tess had a good comment though. She just said that she might get 1 day of work done, and I'm like, if that, yeah.
Flamingo Pam wants to know if an appendage comes with the crystal balls. It does. It's we call it the golden C&B. And I saw Tessa's comment earlier about discrimination because we were offering prizes for the best dressed couple. Well, one of the things about this Coop Cruise is that you suspend disbelief, and we certainly wouldn't discriminate, right? But the golden cock and balls is going to the best dressed couple. The miniature bronze, aka golden, you'll see there's a prize, okay? I know you weren't. I know, but I had to bring it up. 2/27, 8:30 p.m. Okay, so that's Thursday.
Yep.
We'll be coming in Friday afternoon, but it's a short work week, yay. I'm going to work Tuesday, but I don't guarantee I'll do much. Listen, I'm going to be balls out at work until, Wednesday night. And for those wondering, there will not be a live stream Wednesday again. I'll be probably maniacally packing and losing my mind, getting, everything ready. But
you'll be starting your laundry Wednesday.
Oh no, Larry, so Stella had her gymnastics tournament on Friday, and they spent the night. So when I got home from Raleigh, I got all my laundry done. Everything's ready. Now I might do a couple spruce up washes so that my Diva laundry soap works its way into the fabric for some of the new products I bought. But beyond that, Arnold knows what I'm talking about.
I do. The Diva laundry detergent is stellar, by the way.
Yeah, what is it? Something candle company.
Yeah.
I have to hide my bottle of it from Kelly because she'll use it. It'll be gone. And I'll be like, where's my stuff? Oh, we ran out of laundry soap. So I hide it. Tyler Candle Company.
Tyler Candle Company. Yep. Dana just told me.
Some people sell it at, you can often buy it at a Hallmark store, but on Amazon, you got to be careful if you buy it on Amazon because there's a lot of people who buy it and water it down. You got to be careful. You got to get it from ones with good reviews. I will be coming in tomorrow night. I will be flying in Friday afternoon. Okay. I got excited there for a minute, Kevin.
So did Kevin.
I smelled it in you guys in Alaska, I think. Listen, and I don't notice it so much anymore, but when I walk into my cabin on a cruise, like when we're in a port and we come back in, it's obvious whose room it is. Like if I ever went missing, the K9 would have no issues finding if I was alive or not, I don't know, but they'd find the body. So yeah. Wait, is Mr. Z here? Tony and Jenny are still coming. No, they are not. They canceled on final payment day. Tony let me know that that they couldn't make it, so they are not coming.
Dana is a little bit sick. She has an ear infection, but she got medicine today, so she has a steroid shot in her butt, and she has antibiotics, so she will be ready to go.
Well, I went to Kelly the other day, and I said, hey, man, any way you can finagle a prescription for, for some Tamiflu? Because I remember when we got sick before the Disney cruise, I took that stuff, and the problem was solved instantly. And she said, no way in hell. Apparently, no, what she said, and I'm not trying to talk anybody out of it, but apparently what she said is that it's like it may work in the short term, but apparently the long-term side effects of that particular drug are not good. And she said that she won't let any of us take it based on the doctors she works with.
Interesting.
So, yeah. So, she said there's no chance. I have 2 busy days, Monday, Tuesday, joining our Elks Lodge. Okay, cool. So you got to get the interview, you got to be sworn in and all that and sponsored. That's cool.
You have to bring like the horns of the elk? Is that like
That's the water buffaloes.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You're thinking of the Flintstones.
I don't know.
For the elk, you just have to show up and the whole time just...
You just got to get the elk, bring in some elk subcockles. It's like, what do you have to do? What's the initiation?
The moose knuckle.
Yeah, it has to be initiation, right? It's got to be something.
Come to the Coop Cruise update to hear about medications. Yeah, I think what he's trying to say is come to the Coop Cruise to get your updates. Yes.
Once on board, there's only one medication I take.
Kevin Brubaker, I feel that pain as well.
And I assume, Larry, that is
I take it 15
Johnny Walker
times a day.
Double Black.
I take it 15 times a day. That's all I'll say.
At least.
Well, at least 15, yes. Depends on how many good friends I have around.
Somebody commented in the Coop Cruise Facebook group, and I apologize for deleting it. It was a hot button subject back in the day, and I might have premature deletigated the comment. But they were talking about self-medicating with a certain medication in one of the group chats, and I just it wasn't personal. It was just there are certain things that I know and see and have the experience of seeing that I know can generate debate that is not welcome one way or the other. And I did that for that reason only, which is probably why I shouldn't have said anything about the Tamiflu, quite frankly. I think what people choose to do medically for themselves is great, but offering that advice publicly could be a problem. Be conscious, flu A is still very active and flu B is on the rise. Just be sure to be diligent on keeping hands clean. Listen, I will be washing because my hands are going to get dirty on this one, girl. I expect on many occasions to throw down some dirty martinis with my friends. And like I always say to the people at the Alchemy Bar, and they never seem to get the joke, and you'd think I'd stop, but I like the joke so much. I say, I want my martini so dirty you got to wash your hands afterwards. And they're like, no, my hands are clean. You know, it never translates. But you know what would really make this cruise amazing? I'm not sure how many people, I'd be curious if you're in the chat, how many people in this chat were on the Sharon at Sea group cruise when they hit their 20,000 when they went on the Horizon in 2017, 19? I'm curious because what would really make that cruise amazing is if the girl who was in my video in the intro at the end, Nancy was, of course, yes, Nancy was. What was her name? The Alchemy Bar waitress. She was the best. If she was there on this cruise, that would just be the most. That would be the most. Hey, Larry, turn your mic up. Did you see he had pajama pants on? With his golf shirt? I love it.
At least it had pants on. I'm just glad there was pants there at all.
Just wait for it. It's going to be. Oh! What is her name? Ani. Annika Ani. Ani. Nancy, help me out. No handshakes, full tongue. Anna Maria. Yes, Lucaci Ani. Now that would make that cruise, that would dot the I's that I didn't and cross the T's that I didn't. Best bartender on Carnival as far as I'm concerned. Anna Marie, Lucaciani, the best. And quite frankly, I think one of the reasons why I'm so excited about this one and was because my first Carnival cruise was on the horizon, and it was when I showed up to surprise Jimmy as Wanda Perlman, and I had the most amazing time. Like, that was kind of like, I was already hooked on the cruising aspect of things, but that's what like kind of really sealed the deal for me in this cruise community, was just how tight knit it is. And like that was such a great cruise, such a great time. Jamie Wilhite says, John, you have no idea what the rest of us wear or not. Oh, all right. Well, hey, I'm open to pictures. I'm just saying. No, what am I saying? Why did I say that, Jamie? I'm sorry. I riff over here, but I believe you. What was that?
Scott McNeil, no.
What was that?
Is not going. It was an elephant.
What on earth was that?
It sounded like an elephant. I don't know if it was an elephant.
I need to know if that was his nose or his hiney.
I don't think I want to know.
Flamingo Pam said, "Don't look under the table." It's funny though. This is what I was gonna see. Brandoline, my martini trick in person. Yes, indeed. It did sound like an elephant fart, but
it did.
Oh shoot! I lost my train of thought. I had to say I had something profound and awesome to say, but Fatima, all right, says Daniel. I believe you. Let's just see if we can get Daniel to stop chastising people for their freaking cat scratcher posts when they're trying to brag about their Coop Cruise shirts. Daniel, I mean, for crying out loud. Just kidding. Daniel and I had a funny back and forth with that one.
I saw that.
And I loved how he ended it. He goes, "See you soon." Daniel's a gem.
Nancy, I do remember that. Yes, in New York City, Uber to the port. That was a good cruise. That was the cruise to nowhere on the breakaway. Good times.
Oh, I remember that. I got booted out of the vehicle I had booked.
We didn't.
Yeah, I know. Somebody just stole it out from under me.
It's New York, baby.
Yeah.
Got to get all up in there.
Who was the crazy lady on the other cruise that got arrested?
I know exactly who she was. I don't know if she got it. Well, she got escorted off the ship. I don't know that she got arrested.
Her name was Sally Pitera. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Tess says, I got the shirt, the earrings, the towel, and glad there's no time to order more. And you know what's funny is I literally designed so much crap, and I never released it because I felt like there became a point where, you can read the tea leaves in the room, and I was just like, enough's enough. When, quite frankly, I was really just having fun seeing what I could come up with. The earrings are on Zazzle, and I never announced them, Brandoline. But if you went to where the pins are, you would see them for sale. She was lit from the hotel onward. And don't forget, the group that may or may not have accused someone else from our group of doing the horizontal bop with their significant other at the night before meet and greet. Let's not forget that. That's another ship show Sharon at Sea group cruise memorable moment. No names, please.
There's been some classic events. There really has. There's been some very interesting things that people have witnessed over the years. Dana and I actually were firsthand witnesses to the incident we talked about earlier with the person getting escorted off the ship, and that was interesting. Let me tell you.
Well,
Marianne, I can't believe you haven't heard that.
You were there. You were there. It was the next morning when a certain individual may have accused another certain individual of trying to do the horizontal bop with another individual, only for us all to board the ship and the accuser to call the certain individual that they may have accused of doing the horizontal bop with someone else to see if they could pick up his keys because he left them at the hotel. That's all I'm saying.
Look who's here. She lives.
Oh, Dana. Right when my Ring Nest camera alarm goes off. It was scandalous, Jen. Lindy Lou just comes in the comments like a boss and says, I just woke up. That's how you vacation, Lindy Lou.
Exactly.
He has not told me, and yes, bro, you need to tell me. We see each other soon.
I'm amazed we haven't told Marianne that story. I can't believe that.
About what?
About the woman who got escorted
Sally
Patera, yeah. I don't want to say the name.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I think she's booked. And I know what it was that I was going to say. I'm pretty sure, if you've ever watched Family Guy, that she was the niece of the father of that show. Her name was Shelley.
It was.
And you know Peter, right? From the Family Guy?
Oh, yeah.
But she's not booked.
Never seen it.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. Flamingo Pam's like, she's not booked. Yeah, you were her roommate.
Yeah.
I forgot about the internet debacle of the Norwegian breakaway.
So you know, Pam stole all of her internet on that.
Pure gold.
100% stole it all.
There was nothing bad about that cruise aside from the fact that we couldn't dock in Aruba.
Couldn't dock or play golf. No, golf is Bermuda. If you ever go to Bermuda.
No, Larry, the Bermuda tournament was happening while we were there.
The PGA tournament was there, yeah.
But we had a tee time for that par 3 there. The world's best par 3.
Well, the Port Royal course is like, it's so hard to describe. It's nothing that you can ever play at your home. You're hitting off of over ravines and the ocean, and it's really cool. It is really, really cool.
Wait, this is great. I love this kind of let's go through let's take stock here. Arnold, do you remember some lady that was accusing everyone of pushing her on the Vloggers cruise?
No, I don't remember that either, but it's not. There's no way it's the same person.
Well, Lindy Lou! In only 7 days, 6 days, maybe 5, I will see you. Lindy Lou, I got your necklace today. I thought it was my wife's anniversary gift. It was not, but I got it.
She was very excited.
It's a very pretty necklace.
You don't have it anymore, Lindy Lou. He had to now give it to Kelly because Kelly thought it was hers.
Yeah, I'm like, look, babe, I got you something really cool.
What was it? One of those candy necklaces that you can eat?
No, Lindy Lou doesn't roll like that. She got a nice,
No, I know what you got your wife.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not a good gift giver unless it's in the bedroom. But
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
You see how delirious I've become. Truthfully, I cannot wait to just. And not only do we have this amazing cruise coming up, and the amount of travel I have coming is stressful in its own right. But when you step back and look at it, I'm gonna have a lot of time to unwind here. All of us will in the coming months. I got the Coop Cruise. I'm home for 2 weeks. Then I got St. John. Then I'm home for a month, and then Bromania.
Well, you know, the incredible thing is, come March the 9th, do you know what happens on March the 9th? Any clue?
Yes. It's Canada versus Indonesia for the field hockey championship.
It's when you've agreed to start talking about Bromania.
That is so true, Larry. But I actually did tell Jimmy this evening that, you know, I wasn't kidding when I said how much fun I had, like, with all the graphic design stuff with this one. I told Jimmy I'm excited once this cruise is over to go, you know, for lack of a better word, balls deep into Coop Cruise t-shirt design. Because I can't, you know, after last year's, that's going to be hard to beat. But
don't say too much, John.
I don't know what we could do. I'm open to suggestions, theme-wise, because I like the idea that we switch it up.
Yeah, we're talking about something we can't really talk about right now.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, because the point hasn't been.
Well, yeah, because in the midst of all this Coop Cruise planning, you guys are like, hey, what do you think of this Airbnb? What do you guys think of this? Hey, let's go here. And I just could see Arnold like, hey, just keep bringing up Coop Cruise stuff, and let's see how much steam will come out of the top of his head.
No, that's what I did.
You don't know this, John, but we actually created another chat with all of us, except you, and we're talking about Bromania.
And I'm fine with that. I left Bromania twice.
Yeah.
I left it twice because you guys wouldn't shut the flock up about it.
It wasn't that much talk.
Oh my God! It was it was all there was that you were talking about.
No, it wasn't. Just a little.
Listen, I named the group Bromania 24/7. Absolutely zero Coop Cruise. That's the name of our group chat because not one time did anybody mention a damn thing about Coop Cruise. It was all, oh, hey, what do you think of this Airbnb? And what ports? What are we gonna do? What's going on here? And like, I was like, I legitimately can't do this, and I left.
We did it for you. We thought you needed a break from all the Coop Cruise stuff and needed to talk about something else for a while.
Well, at that time, I wasn't doing squat, but I felt like any talk about it would prevent me from doing it a little bit longer. Nancy Field says she's only a good roommate to Dan. I highly doubt that, but you know, Nancy, it is what it is. I'm truly a great roommate for Arnold if you like a roommate who gets up at 4:30 in the morning to take a time-lapse video that no one will ever see and trips over his bed in the process and probably drops like 2 batteries on Arnold's feet as I'm getting there.
That's right.
You know, if that's the kind of roommate you're looking for. Larry, you're laughing a little too hard about this. Was there a side discussion in the side Facebook group about that?
I don't even know what you guys are talking about. It's something that was texted me.
I'll
feel you.
I love it when Larry gets to laughing. And I hope when this cruise is over, Larry can tell these stories on the ship show, like the banana story. Like the banana story. You will be stepping the shirts up by adding multiple colored flickering That was a cliffhanger. Multicolored flickering.
Flickering lights.
Okay.
That'd be hard to do. I mean, how would you wash it?
No, you know what though? I can guarantee you this, boys. And Trevor, Larry, Matt, Jimmy, like it or not, we're boarding that ship in velvet.
No, you know how hot that's gonna be?
It's not that hot. It's super light velvet.
Okay.
You'll see my shirt.
Okay,
we are going velvet for Bromania.
I'm all right with that. The only problem with that though is that like after Bromania, I don't know if I'm gonna want to wear a velvet shirt.
When you see this velvet shirt, you're gonna want to wear it.
All right.
Is Romania's shirt going to look like one of those ugly Christmas sweaters? Possibly, Crazy Cat Traveler. That's a good theme idea, right? We could have Larry looking like, what's his name? The kid that got his tongue stuck to the jammer in winter. You know, what was that movie? Larry's laughing so hard he turned red like Violet.
Did. Look at him.
From Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Who's messaging you, Larry?
Jamie.
I knew it.
Yeah. Yes. It was. He made a comment. I had a rebut, and my rebut was better than his comment.
I would like to see. Come on, I'm not. Oh, this must be in the side group that I'm not in. Okay, got it. Daniel Fields had a good idea. I could do a velvet jumpsuit for Bromania.
Yeah. Why don't you just go full blown George Costanza?
Yeah, like a romper.
You could.
A velvet romper.
Velvet.
We're gonna do a velvet romper.
Good luck with that.
Oh my gosh! Could you imagine? We call ourselves Bromania, and we roll up in like velvet rompers.
I know.
No, listen, it's light velvet. It's light velvet. I'm telling you, Larry, you'll see it on Coop Soup.
Do you remember the humidity that goes on in Galveston?
Not in March.
Brutal.
But not in March. Maybe in June.
It's gonna be May.
Well, yeah, we're not going in March.
It doesn't get humid. Everybody knows it doesn't get humid in Galveston until like the third week of June.
Is that what everybody knows?
We're good. Oh my gosh, overalls or I'm not going. Well, Jimmy, I hate this is an elephant in the room that I haven't really brought up, but it's quite possible that Mr. Jimmy might not be there because the timing of a certain other cruise that year is dead smack dab in the middle of the window we have for that. So I hope you can do both. That's all I'm saying. We might try and schedule it as a back-to-back. But
there you go.
That timing, it was right in the window. I don't know what to do about that. But I can tell you this, if it comes down to one or the other, I know which one I'm picking. And that's no offense to anyone, but it's like I always say, bros before bros. Does that make sense? I don't know. Jimmy, I don't know what to do about that, quite frankly, because I love the overalls idea.
Yeah.
Wait, Mr. Z, were you expecting a package? Please tell me yes or no. Keith Williams says velvet one-piece rompers. Excellent. Something tells me Larry just would not wear the romper.
A romper? I don't believe so.
Like, shorts and short sleeve shirt. Come on, it's Romania.
No.
But you would wear a velvet shirt.
I'm not going on the ship looking like AC/DC.
but why not?
Why?
Wait, Mr. Z either didn't get a delivery for me or there may be something going on. I need to know. Bruz before huz. Yeah, I get it. Bruh. He likes the overalls idea overall. Well played, Wendy. could you do the satin jumpsuit like ABBA did? Well, I guess it's kind of like satin, but you would wear the velvet shirt, though, just for a couple hours to board the ship.
I could just see wearing a green velvet with 2 gigantic armpit stains underneath the thing.
No, it's not like that, Larry. It comes with armpit cups. They hang underneath. You braid them into your pubes.
Jimmy will just cut the sleeves off of his.
Yeah, he would.
General Cruz says, hey, that's not a bad idea. Sleeveless velvet shirts? I mean, come on. General Cruz says, God, men in velvet rompers. The picture's in my head right now. I can't. I'm laughing so hard. I don't know y'all that well. Well, General Cruz, I mean, if you were wanting to get to know us, that pretty much sums it up right there.
Yeah.
Lindy Lou wants to give Trevor a hug. Velvet jumpers require a sports cup.
Probably do.
Hashtag Larry is a realist. Trevor wants to return the favor to Lindy Lou. It's going to be a love fest, y'all. The Coop Cruise is shaping up to be exactly what we all envisioned, a big, giant love fest. And I couldn't be more excited. And I really want to say thank you to those of you who have reached out to be, I get emotional over here, to be Coop ambassadors. Even though that sounds corny, like it means a lot to me, like that people are willing to like kind of help out when, you know, I doubt it would ever be much, but I did want to thank all of those people that have, you know, reached out to do that. And for everyone, like everyone, not just, you know, the main crowd over here, but everyone who offered their help in some way or another. Some of you helped me with things that you don't even know you helped me with. I'm hoping that Anthony Plack might be able to help me with something. And I saw Nancy Fields' message earlier about calling her man, and I think I might just do that because it's 0 hour here, and I feel like I've had some pretty serious IT issues in the past, and I lost all my footage on the first breakaway, and Anthony was able to restore about 60% of it with his computer skills. So I'm hoping that he can talk me through. It's just a matter of understanding the slang of the security, and I think he's a guy that could look at it broadly and say, boom, I got you covered. I'm going to reach out to him anyway, see if he can help me there. So, because I really want this app to work, y'all. I really want you guys to be able to use it. And I did find out that even though it's a web app, as long as you don't clear your cache, which I can't confirm gets cleared when you go into airplane mode and come back out of it or not.
It shouldn't.
The stuff saves. Because I've made the data sources available offline. But they're only available to you as temporary files until you clear if you delete your cache. It's going to work, period, if you have internet. But I'm saying if you don't have internet, most of the main features except for chat will still function for you within the app. So I'm bound and determined to get this worked out. And I know I will. So, and if I don't, you guys will just get a chip that'll take you to an agenda. But, you know, it'll be a nice memento to... I guarantee by the time the cruise is over, much like those things I passed out to you and Larry on Bromania that one year, those QR business cards, like all the ink will wear off by the time the trip's over anyway. So, do you still have that card, Larry?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do too, somewhere. I just don't know where.
Yep. I just had a couple people use it. I was talking, I whipped it out and said, here, scan this.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
So yours still has ink. Nice.
Yeah.
I had a pair of dress pants have an unfortunate run-in with an iron aboard ship, so I'm down a pair of dress pants. Oh no. Trying to make room on my bed to sleep tonight, or I may just stay up all night and finish. So excited for Thursday. And Jamie Wilhite is a freaking absolute saint. Obviously, we're all excited to see everyone, but there's, along the way, there's a few people that have kind of touched you in a certain way. That was poor choice of words.
Bad choice of words.
I apologize. I am eternally grateful to Jamie Wilhite, and this dates back 5 years. Like, Jamie Wilhite is an absolute saint. I'm so excited to see her again. And if you haven't met her, you'll understand why I'm saying this. So,
yes, she is. I agree with you.
Yes. I need to make sure to pack enough syringes. Yes.
Yes, you do, Nautical Nurse Nancy. Brandoline, no, not. We don't know yet. He's still working on it. The app will be available as soon as it's available.
Nancy Plack, just so you know, somehow I ended up with a crap ton of your shots. Like a crap. I'll bet I have 15 of them. So if you need some extras, I'll throw them in the box. I'm not joking. I have no idea how I ended up with them. They're still new. But I think you were dumping them off at the end of a cruise. But I still have them in the closet here. So if you need more, I can bring them. Will you have sugar-free? See, this is what I'm talking about, Pam. Same woman who asked about the damn V-necks. I'm just kidding. Obviously, people have reasons to have sugar-free. But I was just playing. Nancy Fields, we booked a Grand Suite 2 years ago. Do you remember? Yes, that was amazing. See, look at that, Pam. Nancy Fields has the sugar-free just
taken care of.
I forget that some people can't have sugar. So
Nancy Black's thinking. She's got us all covered. Those shots are good, though. For
now,
those of you that haven't had the shots.
Nancy's asking what flavor Pam wants. I mean, for crying out loud, can I get pina colada flavor, Nancy? Yeah, I don't want you to go into a diabetic coma. Absolutely not, Pam. I do not. But we could fill one of those syringes with straight up Malort, is all I'm saying. It doesn't have to be Jell-O.
Yeah, Malort's sugar-free.
You know what I'm saying, Pam? Sugar can wind some people up. Wait, this is the ship show. Sugar don't wind me up. It takes a lot more than that. Mostly Dunkin' Donuts coffee and ADD. Oh, Lindy Lou, good luck at the casino.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just remember, gamble responsibly. And if you need the phone number for Gamblers Anonymous, I'll send it to you. But something tells me tonight's the night, Lindy Lou. Tonight's the night. I know you recently had a nice string of wins over there. But, feel free, Lindy Lou, while you're on the ship, swing by the duty-free shop and send the old rooster a picture of what they got bourbon-wise, maybe as a compensation for being a P.O. box. And, send me a picture I could see. I could Venmo you some money to maybe pick me up a pre-cruise bottle, if you know what I'm saying. Lindy Lou. Larry Thomas is already maybe hooking me up with something, but, the more the merrier.
I would do Malort for the vlog, which that's just flawed thinking there. Like,
who said that?
There's going to be a vlog. Pam.
Oh,
she
yeah.
thinks there's going to be a vlog.
Well, yeah, it's also flawed thinking that she's not going to do a Malort because there's like 3 people bringing it to the pre-cruise meetup. So, Pam, you'll get your chance.
Keith Williams says, is Malort worse than Grappa?
Yes. But Grappa is probably the closest second that I could think of. Larry, have you ever had grappa?
Not that I remember.
It's like an Italian booze made out of grape seeds. It's freaking foul, but Malort, nothing is worse.
I've had it so much lately that it's like almost no big deal.
Amy Franzak says, I hope you all have so much fun. I will be thinking of you all and suffering major FOMO. Smooches, girl.
Yeah. Yep.
Smooches. Well, you know, I always think when we do these, like a lot more questions will come in. And I also wondered maybe we should have done like a Zoom call. But what I have noticed is in the Facebook group, about 50% of the attendees, whether they're getting the information or not, that's about what it is that interacts with things. So hopefully, because I'll tell you right now, if somebody comes up to me on the cruise and says, I didn't know
tropical drink. Party popper.
That you guys were doing this event, and this event with the massive amount of pin posts and everything else. I mean, that truly is on you. Now, if it's specifics like times and you got screwed out of a time because I didn't give you a schedule, yeah, you can blame me if you want, but I'll just bagawk and be on my merry way. But I truly hope everybody's seeing what's going on and not poo-pooing it, because they'll miss out on some stuff. But I also know if you just show up you're part of the group, it's going to work out for you either way, right? So whether you interacted before or not, it could all just be a surprise to you. You know what I mean? If you got an open schedule. So Linda Land, that was very, very generous of you for the Coop Cruise Bail Hospital co-fund or copay fund. Yes. Well, based on what we've learned from Crystal, that is probably a very good donation. So thank you. That was very generous of you, and I think there's only one thing appropriate for that.
Don't go in there. Please. I'm begging you. Don't go in there. Don't go in there.
I'm going in.
Sorry, Larry, I didn't mean to blindside you with that one.
I was like, what?
It was
That's what you get for a super chat?
That was the first thing that I saw, so I clicked it. So thank you so much. And I mean, quite frankly, I like it.
That's funny.
I think the best way to close it out tonight is just to let you guys all both, kind of give your thoughts about, your final thoughts leading up to this amazing week we're about to have.
Well, ironic that you bring that up, because I tend to not clear off my desk and stuff as much as I probably should. And the other day I was digging through and throwing a bunch of stuff away, and I found my initial
Wait,
notes.
Larry, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but Lindy Lou is looking for Mr. Z, and they're both on a cruise right now. So if anybody can help with that, please. Sorry.
So I found my original notes of the different cruises that I was looking at and pretty much narrowed it down to. And I was, as I'm looking over the notes and I'm going over the different cruises, I was like, it was just really weird feeling because I felt like I just did it. Like literally, I remembered all the things I was looking at and the different destinations and trying to come up with something different and unique. And literally, I was like, wow, this was like 2 years ago. And it seems like yesterday. And I thought when we finally made the decision and announced it, I'm like, this cruise will be forever until it finally hits us. And here we are. We're on the 5-yard line. And I guess, you know, because of the shows and talking about it and then the website and just people commenting, making and I'd say that the excitement that kept building with people and then how the numbers just skyrocketed to how many people were going.
Yeah, that's insane to me.
It's been a really, really great process, and it just builds the excitement. And I truly mean this. Of course, I am really looking forward to people that I've met before and cruise with and spend time with, but I'm also looking forward to meeting new people to become friends with, and that's what this is all about. So it's very exciting. I've got a bunch of our friends going that are new cruisers or just one-time cruisers, so they're anxious to go, and it's just a really, really great feeling to introduce people to cruising. And so I'm just very excited about it. I had a number of things leading up to this. I had I was at the rink 26 hours yesterday and today covering our playoffs, and I'm
26. Oh, you mean over the course of 2 days?
I was yesterday 7:30 to 9:30, and today I was like 7:30 to 6:30. And you're in a cold rink, it just wears on you. So I'm exhausted. I kept thinking, I was going through my schedule of everything that was going to go down, and I finally was like, once I get through playoff weekend, I'm done. And then it's cruise week. And that's why I look at it. This is cruise week to me. I mean, next week, of course, we're on the cruise, but this week to me, it kicks off cruise week when you're leaving. We leave on Friday, and that begins my vacation. So it's been an exciting time, and I'm just really looking forward to. First of all, I will say this: it was a nice day here, 55 degrees, so it was.
Yeah, finally.
Yes, a nice relief from all the cold, but it's still not the same as getting off the plane and walking in Miami, Florida, because it will be really, really nice there. So very excited to see everybody again. Especially just started off at the Embassy Suites with the kickoff.
Well, we were talking earlier about like the connections we've made, right? We just did it right here live on the ship show. Lindy Lou and Mr. Z have been reunited.
They have.
Thanks to us. She's in the casino, and now he knows where she is, and they are going to connect. And, I feel like there's magic in the air. There is going to be money won. And I think that Barry White said it best when he said, "You'll never find." Okay. Arnold, what are your thoughts?
Well, actually, just to clear up a couple things from the chat. One, Crazy Cat Traveler said, where is the schedule of events? I couldn't find it in the Facebook group. That's because it's not in the Facebook group. It will be on the app when the app is released, and you will have a physical copy in the swag bag. Two, Keith Williams was asking what the address is.
I already sent it to him, Arnold. I already messaged him.
Okay. For those of you who don't know, it's the Embassy Suites by the airport. I don't know what the address is, but it's right next to the Miami airport.
I can tell you what the address is.
Go ahead.
If it would stop showing me pictures.
So you're saying you can't tell us what the address is?
No, but I sent him the address. He's got it.
Anyway, it's the one by the airport. So find Google and say Embassy Suites Airport.
It's called Embassy Suites by Hilton Miami International Airport. As a matter of fact, here's what I'm going to do. You know what, Arnold? I have the technology to do this right now.
Oh, boy.
Watch this. For those of you maybe not staying at the Embassy Suites, right? I'm going to press some buttons here.
So if we get cut off, it was nice meeting all of you. See you guys on the cruise. Because there's probably better than average chance that this is going to end here. So.
No. Just stop it. Watch this. I will post a link.
Yes, you can, Tess. Digital version. The app will be out before you get the swag bag.
Oh, no, I think we cut out for a minute.
Oh, boy.
But that was before I did any of that. But, I don't need anybody trying to beat me posting this link, okay? No names, please. I know who you are. Here you go. Here's a link to the hotel. Oh my God, that's not the right link. It was the link to join Streamlabs. I just sent you the link to join the live stream, y'all.
Don't delete your comment, John. Remember what you think about things like that.
That is fantastic. I literally just sent y'all the damn link.
Right now, there's going to be 48 people in here.
Well, no, because they'd have to...
think of the sound problems you're going to have then.
I would have to let them in, right? Boy, you were right, Arnold, when you were apprehensive about that.
I told you this isn't going to work.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I sent it to Larry, not me. So that's a plus. You like that? Here you go. If somebody tried to beat me to the link, I'm going to be mad. Because I know who it would be, and that's the kind of stuff that I don't need to be outdone. That's all I'm saying. There's too many freaking characters. Son of a...
I'm still hesitant.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I can't even post I can post a link to the website, right? Like, that's easy enough. But I was trying to post the map directions, and there's too many characters within the link. So it is what it is. It's Embassy Suites, Miami Airport. International Airport. I was all excited to give you guys a map.
If you can't find the Embassy Suites Airport, perhaps you can find an Airbnb in Fort Lauderdale you'd rather be at. So, you never know. So there's that.
Yeah.
Anyway, getting back to the thing. Yes, I'm excited to meet everybody. I can mirror pretty much everything that Larry said. My sister will be on this cruise. First time she's gone on the group cruise, and her husband as well. So that's going to be exciting. So I would tell you to be gentle with her, but don't. Just
be gentle with her.
No,
why?
Just attack her right from the start. She'll be fine. She's my sister. She can handle it after all. But no, it's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't been to these particular islands. I have not been down to the ABCs. So I'm excited for that as well. I really like sea days, and we have 4 sea days, which is great. So yeah, 100%. I can't wait for this. I've been looking forward to it forever. And I have about maybe 4 to 5 hours of meetings for work over the next 3 days. And that's probably about as much work as I'm really going to get done.
Tess Pam gave the phone number. That ain't going to get you there, but it's the long way. But I did send you
3974 Northwest South River Drive.
And I just posted it in the chat.
33142.
There should never be a Northwest South River Drive. That's just what.
Yeah, it's too much. But
Northwest.
Did you notice that? No, did you notice that about the Miami address? It's like our Airbnb is like Southwest whatever North Street. I'm like, it's so weird there. It's like, just can we stick to Northwest, East, and like, do we have to get Northwest?
No,
are we going to go
because
Northeast?
this whole
South,
cruise,
first,
this
West
whole cruise
Street?
is that. We're going to go north, we're going to go south, and people are thinking we're going north, but I said we were going south, but I forgot to update something, and I gave bad information. Like, this is what you guys need to prepare yourself for. We're talking about north, south, west, east. Yeah, I could tell you that we're doing an event at 11:30, only to find out that, I missed something along the way, and everybody shows up at 11:30 at the certain bar, and only to find out that it was at 9:30, and 2 people showed up, the host and the person that happened to be walking by. So prepare yourselves for complete squirreldom. That's what you're getting into, and that's what makes it great. You are about to be welcomed into the world of it's like a 3-ring circus. Okay? It's a 3-ring circus of fun. And Arnold's the lion. Larry is the camel who can get those 15 every day. And I'm the clown jumping out of the car, like, with the jazz hands. And Trevor is the elephant that attacks the crowd. All right, everybody, listen. We'll see you in a few days. In the meantime, don't worry about your time frames. Don't worry about the schedule. Don't worry about things like that. I will release the schedule digitally before we leave. I promise you that. I will send links to the app as soon as it's ready. But in the meantime, get yourself packed. Don't forget a belt. And always remember, no matter what happens, you gotta be nice to each other online, because that's how we got to be such good friends. If we were as much nincompoops to each other as what we've been witnessing lately, no names please, Ronnie Stokes, Mr. Political Man, we'd probably all be better off. I'm not saying you shouldn't have a civic opinion on things, but I'm saying if your civic opinion overrules your social opinion of people, you're the problem. You are the problem. When your political agenda overtakes your logic and allows you to dispose of friends that you had before your political opinions took form, you are the problem. You are part of the Mount Douchemore of politics. And I just say that because I've seen a lot lately in people that I used to know that I don't know because of elections. But I was friendly with them, apparently, when the person that they liked was in charge. But now that that person isn't in charge, they can only be friends with those, I don't know. But what I do know is that we are a big, giant family. And nothing in the civic political world should affect that one way or the other. Nor should anyone know or care what anyone else's opinions are. So if we could all just please be nice to each other. And remember, this is a group cruise. You're very well served not to assume that everyone sitting around you at any table at any time has the same opinions as you. Because I know that's another problem people have is a couple drinks, they think everybody's on the same page, and next thing you know, we don't need any of that. This is a fun, full cruise, but a politically free cruise. First person that brings up their politics on this cruise will be put in a cabin with Shelly Pitera. She's a solo cruiser, and she's looking for a lover. And I guarantee you, she is not affiliated with whatever your politics are. So good luck with that! Anyway, let's close it out. Don't take any wooden nickels. Everybody remember your red hats and your crazy shirts, and it's gonna be a blast, y'all! All right, we're done.